Hello and good evening. It has been a very long time since I've had an episode. I'm nervously excited about this, and I'm gonna just like eventually. I zone out a lot. Like I'm picturing a crowd, So I'm just like,
Okay.
"What's up, guys?" So if you see me looking at the wall
Yeah.
talking, it's the imaginary crowd
Okay.
that's
Okay.
watching our episode. So welcome back, everybody. It has been like 2 months, I think, since I've done an episode, and yeah, there's just been a lot going on. I won't get into crazy details, just a lot of personal stuff. So I am very, very sorry that we have not had an episode. I have missed you guys. I've been thinking about you quite often. And here we finally are in the new year, 2026. Finally got it going. And
Here we are.
we're at Peppermint Hippo.
Hell yeah, we are.
Shout out to Peppermint Hippo for hosting this episode tonight, brought to you by Peppermint Hippo. They don't know it yet, but they're my sponsor now. So if they're watching the cameras right now, we're in the VIP, by the way. So
Hell yeah.
very comfortable back here, I might add. If you have money, you should come spend it. When you hear this, come to the Hippo that night when this drops. But yes, I'm very excited. I have been trying to get this woman on for
like fucking 2 months now.
Yeah, literally 2 months. You were supposed to be my next episode. Yes.
Yeah.
Very excited to introduce to you guys for the first time. We have an outsider, a non-local dancer, came to Ohio, and she's from Michigan. This is the one, the only Salem. Salem, how are you?
What's up? I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. It is great to
I'm
see
so
you.
excited.
We worked together,
Yes.
what, 2 or 3 weeks ago or something like
Yeah,
that?
about a month ago.
We were supposed to record then, so
Yes.
I have to just give you kudos, and I already have, but I got to do it on the show too. This woman is very patient and very kind, very understanding, and just very awesome.
No
I'm not
problem.
gonna lie.
I've
Yeah.
been excited. I've been wanting to do this for a while.
Yeah?
So,
Well,
yeah.
I'm glad that you reached out that random
Yeah.
time when you did. It was very nice things that you said about the show, and I'm just glad you were willing to come on, man. It's great.
I love it. I'm glad to be here. That's
Yeah.
why I've been so patient. I've been like, it will happen when it happens, and
Yeah.
it's happening.
So you're kind of like a free-flowing spirit, you don't really let things obviously bother you or get to you.
Yeah,
Not much at all.
Yeah, I try not to.
Well, it's a pretty good virtue to
I
have.
keep on moving on.
That you do. Okay, so you're Salem, right? You're from Michigan.
I am Salem.
Okay. How old are we?
I'm 25. I just turned
25.
25 in November.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How was that?
Scorpio, baby. It was good. It was a really low-key birthday. I did everything I wanted to do. Got some tattoos, hung out with some friends.
Okay. Which tattoo? Which ones you got here?
I got my cat, actually.
You guys can't
my cat,
see it,
Salem, actually.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So you chose Salem to be your dancer name?
Yeah, it was, and then I got this Sage for my other cat. So it was either
Okay.
going to be Sage or Salem. I was literally on my way to the club, dancing for the first time. And the girl that got me into dancing was like, you have to pick a dancer name, right? And I'm like, well, shit, no, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
And so I was either going to go with Salem or Sage. And I'm really glad I went with Salem because I've actually never met a Salem before. I've met a few Sages, but I've never met a Salem out of
That's
everywhere that, oh shit.
Uh-oh. She dropped the mic. That's okay. That's okay.
Out of everywhere I've been, I've never met a Salem. So
I gotta say, actually, you're definitely the first Salem I've ever met.
Yeah.
I kind of like it too. Because, I don't know, I like supernatural shit, so my mind goes to Salem, the witch hunt and all that, Massachusetts.
Exactly.
And I was
exactly.
I like that. So, tell us about yourself. Where'd you start? How'd you start?
Yeah, so I started at a club called The Office. It's no longer called The Office. I think it's actually called Lust now. Which
Lust?
And I know this actually used to be called Lust.
Yeah.
It was the Peppermint Hippo, yeah.
I wonder if it's the same owner.
Yeah, I think it might be actually. But
okay.
It was, oh my God, I loved it. It was my favorite thing ever. It made it really hard to go to other clubs though because I literally got treated like a princess there and I got to do whatever the fuck I wanted and I was in that bitch sometimes we started doing day shifts and I was literally working 12, 14 hours sometimes.
Yeah.
So I loved it. But I also had never been to a club before, had never fucking stepped in a strip club before. Never
Really?
touched a pole, nothing. Just went one night and was yeah, fuck it. This is what we're doing.
Just did it.
And then I think that they weren't open for long. I think they were only open for 8 months. So
Really?
yeah, and then I tried going to other clubs in Detroit and I didn't like it. I didn't have a good experience. It was,
Yeah.
I just didn't like the managers, I didn't like the dancers, so I loved my home club. I cried when it closed, like
Yeah.
all of us. It was really sad.
It's always
So
a sad time when
yeah,
that
yeah, but
one.
it also was just like, it was, they were trying to do like more of like a VIP experience. Like you had to have a membership to like starting off to go there.
Oh shit.
And yeah, so it was more on like the high end. Like
I get that
yeah,
idea.
it was definitely like a gentleman's club
Yeah.
for sure, not like a strip club. It was super small,
Yeah.
only like one stage, but I mean, yeah, I was very established there, and
Yeah.
I shit, I didn't even have to pay tip out every night that I was there. I didn't have to do anything I didn't want to do. I didn't even have to take my top off if I didn't want to, which to be honest, I still don't. But yeah, it was really nice. I miss
Yeah.
it a lot actually. I've been
Yeah.
actually thinking about going back with it being Lust, but you know, in Detroit you have to have, in the at least Detroit city limits, you have to have your dance card, and that shit's just
Yeah.
way too fucking expensive. So I haven't been back yet. So
I don't quite understand like
It's really
why
fucking
they make you
stupid.
get a dance card too.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't really
really
know the
stupid.
logistics.
It's
Do you know
literally-
why?
Well, I don't know why,
Yeah.
but I think it's that way they can make more money off of you.
Pretty much.
Because-
I mean,
yeah.
it all comes down to money,
Yes, because I think it's like $150 for the year, and you literally have to get it renewed like every year. And
Yeah.
then that's if you're in Detroit city limits, and then all the clubs in Detroit city limits, like they're gonna charge you way too fucking much to like even be there. It's really hard to make money there.
dude. That is
So,
wild.
yeah, and that's another reason I drive all the way to Toledo's, because
Yeah.
I don't have to have my dance card here. They don't pay a crazy amount for tip out. Like Legends is probably one of the worst clubs I've ever been to.
Really?
Yeah, I'm actually not allowed to dance there anymore.
What did you do?
Dude, it was so bad. I went there and like, actually the first night I ever danced there, Nelly, the guy, it's getting hot.
The rapper.
Yeah, dude. He
Oh,
had a
shit.
booth there, and I like went there because I'm like, oh my god, I used to love that song when I was like fucking 3 years old.
Yeah.
And I went there, and I think I made like only $20. Like it was terrible. And then the amount that they charge you for a tip out is crazy. You don't even get to like pick your own songs. Like the DJ's like, well, if you're gonna pay me, like I'll put songs you want on. And
Yeah.
I'm like, this
I mean,
is-
I get that though. As
Yeah.
a DJ, it's like that's because that's like your one trump card.
Yeah,
You know what
no,
I mean?
for sure. But at least you guys like make playlists. It was like
Oh,
they
yeah.
wouldn't even like make like a playlist for you.
Really?
But I went there and I just didn't make good money. And I used to do this at all the clubs I danced at besides for the office, where if I wasn't making good money, I would just go the fuck home. Like,
Really?
yeah, it was bad. I'd be like, dude, I'm spending all my time here. I'm not really making money. And then I
Yeah.
knew I'd have to pay a shit ton at the end for tip out. So I would just dip out. I'd go home, I'd leave, I'd not pay anything.
Yeah.
And, which is not what you're supposed to do.
You're not at all.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
did that once, and I just waited a while. I tried a few other clubs, and then I went back, and the manager like saw that I was there, and he like called me in the office, and he's like, "Yeah, so
Yeah.
the last time you were here," and I'm like, "Yeah, I was kind of hoping you guys weren't gonna remember," and he's like, "Oh no, we remember," and he was like, "You can't do that again." He's like, I'm gonna give you one more chance, but if you do it again, like you can't dance here anymore.
Yeah.
So then I did it again.
You did it again.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Bro, I'm like blacklisted from all the clubs in Detroit. Like seriously, like Players, Coliseum, all those places. Like I would just not be doing good mentally, not
Yeah.
feeling good mentally, not making good money, and I'd be like, "Fuck this, dude! Like this
Yeah.
is bullshit. That I'm not even getting paid to be here hourly. I'm not making any money, and then you guys are gonna try to take money from me when
Yeah.
I leave. You know what I mean?
That is kind of
So,
fucked.
Yeah.
Like I get that they have a business to run, but there's also
Yeah.
the as like if somebody didn't make money, they didn't make money.
Yeah,
You
they
know what
don't
I
look
mean?
out for you at all. That's another reason I like dancing in Toledo. Like James and Jenico, like great fucking managers.
They
Love
are.
them
I'll
to
give them
death.
their due.
They're really good guys. I mean, even
Yeah.
Sean, like
Oh,
Sean's
yeah.
a good guy too, and they look out for me. So they,
Yeah.
you know, if I'm not having a good night, like they help me out a little bit. Or I mean, when
Yeah.
I was dancing here like 2 years ago, I think it was only like $20 for tip out.
Yeah,
So,
lots
you know,
changed.
Yeah, it went up a little bit, but still, it's way fucking better than any of the clubs in Detroit. Like
Yeah.
Legends is like easily 120 to 150 for tip
Holy
out.
shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah, it's bad.
Wow. Okay, so since you worked at those clubs compared to these, what else is like, you know, we talked a little bit before we recorded. What was the culture there compared to like, you know, what's the club culture in Michigan clubs compared to club culture here in Ohio? Is there a difference?
Yes,
Or...
oh for sure. Definitely
Okay.
a lot of Chaldeans own the clubs in
Yeah.
Detroit. Yeah, and a lot of BBL bitches.
Oh,
A
really?
lot of BBL bitches, yeah.
Okay.
And a
Okay.
lot of girls don't do pull tricks either.
Really?
And yeah, and honestly, I mean the clubs within Detroit city limits are a little bit better with not doing extras. But if you're dancing like at any club on the outskirts of Detroit, like
Yeah.
they're sucking and fucking in the back.
Oh,
let
for
me
sure.
tell you. And
Oh,
they don't
for
have
sure.
cameras. They don't care that you're doing that. I've
Yeah.
sat down with managers before and I was like, listen, like, you know, I come from a very like high end club. Like I don't do that. I'm not comfortable doing that. I've
Yeah.
never done that and I don't want to work at a club that's doing that. And I literally had a manager like look at me one time and be like, well, it's okay. Like if you're gonna just give him a little bit of sugar and he pays your rent, like what's the harm in that? And I literally was like, I gotta go home.
Yeah.
Like I will not work at a club like that.
Yeah.
It's because I mean a lot of customers, if one girl's doing it, they're gonna expect every girl to be doing it, or it's very
True.
hard to compete with that. So
True.
I think that's another reason I've had a hard time with all the clubs in Michigan and why
Yeah.
I do so good when I am here is I'm not in that type of environment.
Yeah.
So.
I'm pretty sure that's a pretty well known fact too about Michigan. Like it's one of those things that, you know, technically isn't allowed, but everybody knows is happening and it's,
Yeah.
I guess, tolerated maybe. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie though. This is just coming from me as a customer. Like I love those hole in the wall dirty ass clubs because I'm just a filthy degenerate, you know.
Yeah.
So like that's my kind of shit too. I have never actually paid for anything in those
Yeah.
clubs, but I enjoy being there. Just
Mhm.
they're, it just feels like a lot more freedom, if that makes sense.
For sure. I mean, I actually have heard you guys say before that that's kind of like well known in Michigan.
Yeah.
But that is actually something I wanted to like clarify coming on here is that it really is not if you're dancing at the clubs where you have to have your dance card.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure some girls are doing it and can get away with it, but it's more so just the clubs on the outskirts of Detroit.
Yeah.
Like, and I know that talking to some dancers from here that go up to Michigan,
Mhm.
you know, they don't have their dance card here, so they're going to dance at clubs in Michigan that you don't need your dance card. So
True.
then they're like, oh, fuck, I'm never doing that again because all the girls were, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
And that's like, tough, like,
yeah.
as just me being me, you know, because I'm an overthinker and I think of everybody's situation and
Yeah.
shit like that. So when they tell you they're going to Michigan, and I'm just like, I know damn well this girl ain't got a dancer card. So I'm
Yep.
just like,
Yeah, and that's why they're going to.
You going up there to make a band, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, they're going to like kind of the sketchy clubs.
You know,
but
and no judgment, of course. You know,
Yeah.
make your money how you make your money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, I'm just, I admire it, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like, good for you.
Not for me though.
No, yeah.
Not
And that's,
for
I think
me.
that's another reason why I like you, because
Thank
I'm
you.
pretty sure I brought girls on who, you know, are okay with doing that. And so it kind of brings in another side of it. So, you know, instead of just shining a spotlight on the one side of the whole strip club life, because there's a lot of shit that happens
Oh my god.
in strip club world in general, you know, everywhere. So
Yeah, it is.
so now let's go into what is, and it doesn't have to be the craziest or funniest or, you know, just share some of your experiences. It doesn't have to be in Michigan clubs either. So tell me something that happened or you experienced, something you did maybe.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Has she been a bad girl? Did she come off bad and has learned in her time being a dancer? Tell me.
No, I'm very vanilla.
Yeah.
Very traditional. And
Okay.
so this industry is very like, what the fuck? I mean, shit, I probably shouldn't say this, but the first time I ever did cocaine was in a strip club. And
Yeah.
I like have only ever done it in clubs because it's like everyone's doing it.
I'll be honest with you, same.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a club in Michigan, you know, I had to get
Yeah.
home and they were like, here, do this. And I was
No,
just like,
don't do that. No,
I did
it's
it
bad.
though. And I
Yeah.
did get home, but yeah, you know, I wouldn't recommend it.
No,
but,
I
yeah.
mean, the craziest thing, like, I've experienced a lot. I'm actually working on writing a book right now, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
And I think that when I start writing about just, like, all the clubs I've been to and the experiences I've had, like, I think more will maybe come to mind.
Yeah.
But I think that I've had some crazy shit said to me before. Like, I'm a very skinny, small white girl. I don't got tits. You know what I mean? So
your tone, you know, you're like
Thank
a tone, you're tone woman.
Thank
you know what I
you.
mean? Yeah.
But a lot of that, like, I've just like had guys literally be like, you don't have tits, or you're too skinny, or I don't like white girls, or so.
Damn.
Just I think just like the shit that customers have said to me, or how I've gotten treated like by managers and by other dancers or by customers has been like the craziest experience. Has been a big like learning experience for me for sure. I mean, it's definitely like I've gained a lot of confidence being a dancer, and I'm very grateful that like I've gone through this, because I feel like I've learned a lot about myself and just like having confidence in that. Like one thing that I have learned though, like number one thing is that I am not everyone's type, and I am okay with that. And
that's true.
Yeah, and it took a while to learn that, or like be okay with that, or I'd be like, why am I not making money when these other girls are? And it's like, okay, well, I'm just maybe not everyone's type. So I think honestly, just like the shit customers have said to me has been like the craziest. Like, I mean, I've ran into guys that gonna pull it out when I'm giving them a dance, and I have to stop the dance, or like I go in the locker room and there's a girl like high off cocaine, and I'm like, what the fuck? That was like my first time just being around that type of shit. So it was very like, you know, what it's like in the movies, it very much is like that.
It's a pretty crazy, it's pretty, I feel like you and I both have seen some shit. You know, we've seen some shit. But that's just kind of part of the club life, I guess. Because like when you think about it, we're all mentally insane motherfuckers posing like we're kings and queens. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
That's just what we do. And then we do some degenerate shit.
Yep.
I was just telling a dancer earlier, I was like, this place is kind of like a high school when you like break it down. You know what I mean? There's like management's like the principals that run the shit, and you know, they break up the occasional fights when they happen. Have you seen any fights?
No, not in person.
No?
But I do have to say that it's insane how many dancers are like very mentally unstable or drunk, and they do fight. And a lot of dancers, like, you really have to like be smart when you are in the club, because you're gonna get your ass beat if you do something the wrong way, especially in Detroit. Like, I mean, shit, the girl that got me, shit, I probably shouldn't be talking about this either, but the girl that got me into dancing beat me up one night in Flint.
Holy shit.
Yeah, she did. And it was over something very, very small, but it was like I've never gotten into a fight before. And I honestly just kind of like sat there and just kind of took it. I was like, I'm not even gonna fight back because I'm scared she might kill me. Like, literally, it was.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but I also, I mean, shit, I've tried fighting someone before. I mean, to be fair, I was tripping on shrooms, and that's another reason I haven't been to the Peppermint Hippo in a while, is because I literally came on shrooms one time. Was tripping my ass off. Full like psychosis. It was so fucking bad, and I tried to fight someone. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. So what was it? What did you see?
I was more so just like hearing shit, and I was very fucking paranoid. And I thought like everyone was out to get me, and I just, since I've been beat up before and I didn't defend myself, I was very much like, I will never let that happen again. So I thought she was trying to fight me. And so I tried fighting her. Yeah,
start swinging on her.
Yeah, I didn't like actually try to fight her.
Yeah, but you were talking. You're like, you
ready?
And
I definitely like shoved her and like pushed her.
Shit.
Yeah, I remember when I came back, I was sitting in here with Sean doing my orientation, and I was like, yeah, Sean, so I really hope I don't see that girl. And I'm like, I was tripping on shrooms. And he goes, I know. I go, oh, fuck. I said, did you guys all know? He's like, Salem, it was pretty obvious. Like, we all knew.
Jesus. You know what, though? I feel like we need those experiences.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's kind of like part of us growing, if that makes sense. Because I don't know. When I first started, I did a whole bunch of crazy shit. And now I'm 34 now. So now when I'm here, it's just completely different. Mm-hmm. You know, it's very chill.
Yeah.
I don't do the crazy shit.
Yeah.
So I kind of appreciate,
for sure.
You know?
For sure, yeah.
I look back at some of the things like, how did we live? How did we survive that?
Literally.
And I'm thankful.
Yeah. Oh, no, for sure. Everything happens.
And I feel like I've grown because of it.
Oh, for sure. And I could say the same thing for sure. And I'm definitely a lot more mellow than I was when, I mean, like 2 years ago, I was here like every single night. And I wouldn't really make the greatest money because I was coming in and just having a fun time and fucking around. Doing cocaine here and there and drinking a lot. And I'm like, oh my God, like, you are totally just falling into the world and the industry, and you're not treating it like a job, and you are not doing good mentally.
It's just so quick how that can happen. Like it just kind of like sucks you right in.
Oh, for sure. It's crazy. I mean, it's easy to do though. I mean, I get why a lot of girls come here and they do just drink because, I mean, shit like tonight, like, it's so slow that it's like a lot of girls are like, well, what else am I supposed to do besides drink or get fucked up, or
they gotta get a little drunk or something.
Yeah,
because I'm bored.
And I think that a lot of times maybe they treat a customer like, oh, I'm just going to get drinks out of them and I'm just going to get fucked up with them, and not even like I need to make money. Like, I think that the reason I was okay with coming back to dancing, because I did take a break for a while, and why I only do it once a month is because I very much treat it like a job now. And I don't think I was, a lot of the times I was not treating it like this is just a means to make finance, and like this is a way to make money. So I'm glad that my mentality has changed about it. So
I like that too. Feel like you grow as a dancer, so your mental definitely changes. You see the club differently, you think differently, you adapt new patterns. It's all good. It's all good things. Let's see here. We actually you never actually told me like a super crazy story other than the fighting. What else you got? Pour some shit on me.
I don't know any super crazy stories. No, just because, I mean, like I've hung out with like customers like outside and been like after hours and stuff, and that was really weird because that was like my first time doing that. And like I'm like, what are all these balloons? And they're like, oh, those are whippets. And I was like, what the fuck?
Shit!
I was like, what is a whippet? Like what is going on?
Whippets are wild, dude.
No, I mean, like I didn't. Nothing too crazy, just because I'm pretty like tamed. But I mean, I definitely like, nothing too crazy. So
I like that you kind of haven't really let the life. I mean, you did say that it took you a little bit, you know what I mean, but like it didn't fully claim you, if that makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah. No,
so I like that you're able to deter from that.
And if anything, it made me want to like get out of it, where I was like, this is not. I'm better than this. Like,
true.
You know what I mean? Like,
So what is Salem like outside of clubs?
Pretty fucking.
Who
boring.
is Salem?
Pretty boring. Let me tell you. Yeah, I mean, I work at a dispensary, so I work full time. I don't do shit. I have 3 animals. I got a dog. I got 2 cats. And I just spend a lot of time with my family and by myself. I don't really talk to a lot of people, honestly. I'm just very much a homebody. I'm definitely in my peace era. I mean, honestly, the only reason I started coming back to dancing was because I got a new car and I started having to make car payments. So I was like, shit, if I just do it once a month, I can just fucking pay for my car and I'm good. And like, I want to quit before I'm 30, and so I want to take advantage of like being young. But I mean, I have a pool at home, so I really like.
Wait, you have a pool?
A pole at home.
Oh, a pole.
Yeah,
I see you doing your thing. I literally heart like every one of you. So I'm just like, okay, she's doing it. Okay, bet. Hell yeah.
I've taught myself everything I know. I've never taken a class before or a lesson. So I just like to do that. It's like my passion. That's what I like think I was meant to be a dancer for, is to learn that like I love pole dancing and I'm good at it. And
hell yeah.
I like teaching myself stuff. So I mean, I go to the gym. I work and I go home.
You do your thing. I won't lie. I'm a fan of you for sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're just always doing something from what I've seen, and you got the dance moves. By the way, I don't think I've announced it yet, but I am back to DJing. You said you came back to make payments. I was like, me too. I needed money, and winter came. I didn't, I usually go to the lake on the weekends, so I was like, I need something to do on the weekends. Unfortunately, I think half the time I think I'm in over my head now, because I'm still working my main job, which is Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 to 4, morning to afternoon. And then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday I'm working here at night. And I just told John that I would be picking up Tuesdays too.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I'm just
that's a lot.
Half the week I'm a zombie, but I need that extra cash. I mean, I won't lie.
It's good extra cash.
It is nice having extra money. Right now it's a little slow, but hopefully it picks up eventually. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm counting on a late night rush.
Yeah, that's
fingers
what I'm
crossed.
hoping for. And it's just after the holidays, and football's playing right now. So.
That's true. The Ravens Steelers playing right now.
Honestly, I've made good money though. I'm satisfied.
You were like, I got my nut. I'm good. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you made your money though, for sure. Especially since you came all the way out here.
I
Yeah.
know it's definitely a hike.
So
sure.
when you chose this place, did you like? Was this your first club you wanted to try in Ohio and Toledo here? Is it like, why is that? Is it because you heard good things? Was it because it was the closest to, the closest drive?
Yeah, so I actually had a friend that I met through dancing, and
Benihana teriyaki chicken.
Benihana teriyaki chicken. It's my radio. I told Pernell I would keep it on me just in case.
I was like, what the fuck was that?
Hello?
Okay. No, my friend, we were living together at the time, and we both didn't want to get our dance card again. And she's like, hey, like, I was doing some research, and I've heard about this club, the Peppermint Hippo in Toledo. Like, you don't need your dance card. And I actually applied online, and I had, like, James and Janico and freaking what's the bartender's boyfriend's name?
Avery.
Rashana.
Oh, I thought you were talking now.
No.
Bad.
Rashana. Her boyfriend at the time was the manager here.
Oh, okay, yeah. Alex.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, and
shout out to them too. They're doing their thing.
Yep, over at Bucks, right?
No, they moved. He's
no shit.
He's boss man at
shit.
his. I think at his Crunch, he was like a huge fitness guy.
Oh shit.
That's the only reason why I started going to Crunch was because Rashana was dating him and he was working there, and she started being my workout buddy. So I would tag along with her. Me too.
She's such good energy.
Yeah. Shout out Rashana. How you doing?
Hell yeah.
Hope you're happy. Hope everything's good. Yeah. She seems to be doing good. So
yeah, but it was a few things that brought me here. But I came one night and like I did really good. It was, I liked. It's very like small here, so it's very like homey vibes, and everyone's very nice, and I just felt very safe, and I felt like I wasn't getting treated like a piece of meat, which I feel like I've ran into a lot of times at the clubs in Detroit, where I'm like, holy shit, like they're not even treating me like a human, like they're like, just do whatever we want you to do, and we're gonna take all your money, and they don't do that here. So I just had really good experiences here, and I feel like I'm pretty well established in Toledo now. I mean, I know a bunch of people like Van. Shout out Van. He's one of my good friends. So
I gotta bring him back on too. He's been doing his thing, so maybe I'll reach out to him. I wanted to get him on a while ago, but it never worked out. I got him on one time though.
He's sober now, so good for him.
Yeah. I think what did he say? He hit like 3 months or something now, or he's about to.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to throw out his business too much, but he's doing his thing. So shout out Van. Anybody else you want to shout out?
Sean.
Shout out Sean. Big Sean. Dude.
I remember when I was dancing here, he was over at Bucks. I think he was the DJ at Bucks.
Yeah.
And he came over here and like he was just something else, man. But he was really nice, so I was really excited to hear that he's a manager over here now.
Yeah,
so.
they're doing him right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm happy for him because I've known him. I went to high school with the motherfucker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've known him that long. It's still. I was just talking to my brother earlier. I was just because I said bye to Sean when he was leaving. And I was on the phone with my brother. I was like, bro, it's just so crazy that I went to high school with this motherfucker. And now you guys
are working at a strip club together.
Yeah, And then I got friends from high school. Like, I don't know if you ever met him. You probably haven't, but there's a shout out Boogie, Big B, Brian. He's also somebody I went to high school with. He comes in as just a customer, but I mean, he used to work here back when it was Lust. He was security for a little bit too, so he's practically family to John and Quinn. Shout out John and Quinn. So we're all just a big giant family.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy. I've known people since high school.
Yeah, that is crazy. I mean, that's actually another reason I really fucking like dancing in Toledo.
Yeah.
Is I don't know anyone. I'm never gonna run into someone that, besides for like who I've like met through being here.
The small social network.
I'm never gonna run into like one of my dad's friends or like someone I went to high school with or something like.
True. Unless somebody come. Have you ever had somebody like show up just to see you? It's like, I knew you. I was your professor in high school.
Oh my fucking god, no! I would literally have to kill myself.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn, I'd be like, all right, professor, let's go.
No, my god, no.
$5,000.
I think that I've met someone that like knew who my dad was, or like maybe knew who my stepdad was, but I never, and that was like in Detroit. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, thankfully I've never. It's definitely I like it because it's like this is definitely my alter ego and definitely like my different personality, so it's nice to be able to keep the two
Yeah.
separate. Like my, I have my dancer page private now, and I have every single person I know on my main page blocked on my dancer page, so that way I don't have to worry about like anyone.
True.
Yeah, because I mean, when I tell a lot of people that I am a dancer, like a lot of them take it the wrong way. A lot of them look at me differently. I don't really like people knowing, to be honest, because I know the stigma and the stereotype behind it, and I've experienced a lot of people. Like, if I've had to leave jobs before because I like let it slip that like I used to have an OnlyFans, and then they started being really creepy and like so, or they found out I was a dancer and they started like just treating me differently, and I do like to keep it separate because I don't. This is not a career path for me. This is not what I want to do with my life.
True.
So it is nice to be able to kind of separate the two.
Yeah, you got to keep it separated.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're right. Yeah, because people can be assholes.
Oh, for sure.
As soon as they find that out, I'm unfortunately guilty of the same thing. You know, just being ignorant. If I used to find out you were a stripper, I was like, oh shit, dirty ass bitch. You know, like that kind of shit. You know, you do that raunchy shit that I always hear about.
Yeah.
But it is different, and you meet all kinds of different walks of life. Like, yeah, there's those cliche ones that everybody talks about. You know, they're always going to be there. There's the bad apples, but then there's the other ones. You know, the ones who have different perspectives, different mindsets.
Yeah.
All of it. And I think you're one of those people.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I see how a lot of people like view the industry too, or I've met people that I've been friends with that have never been to a strip club before, and then they automatically like just think badly or will ask me questions of like, oh, so do you do this and do you do that and do you experience this? And I'm like, oh shit, like I kind of regret telling you now because
like he knows too much.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
I gotta go. This person just doesn't want dances. You know, like damn, I'm in danger. That sign or a Simpsons thing. You know what I mean? What was his name, Ralphie or something? I don't know. Let's see. Have you met any celebrities ever in any clubs, or anybody maybe locally famous? Anything?
No, besides for Nelly.
Besides the Nelly one.
Yeah,
huh?
but I do have to say he tipped me on. I made eye contact with him, and thankfully, like, not too many dancers went on stage when he was there, and he had like some BBL bitches in his booth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, there's no way he's gonna tip me. And then I went on stage and like I was actually doing pole tricks, and I remember he looked at me and I was so fucking embarrassed, and I like stuck my tongue out at him. It was so bad. It was so bad. I'm like, why the fuck did I just do that? But then he threw me some money. But
did he?
Literally, like all the bitches that were around him, because he was like kind of far away from the stage, like ended up keeping the money. But I did like actually get like $10 that Nelly touched, and I got to go home with it.
You're like $10 from Nelly.
That was really fucking cool, especially since literally when my mom used to tell me that when I was like 2-3 years old, my favorite song was "It's Getting Hot in Here."
It's a classic.
And I'm like, Mom, like you should have known I was gonna be a stripper if that was my favorite song when I was 3 years old. Like,
I don't think any mom wants to think that for their daughter. You're gonna be a great stripper one day, honey, just like your great grandma. You know.
Oh my
God, could you imagine? What do you think stripping was like back in like the 1900s, early 1900s?
I feel like it was probably way fucking better than it is.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure. Even the customer I was talking to earlier was like, oh, like back in 1990, like he was like, you would have made so much money. Like these girls were making so much money. It's not how it used to be. And like,
you would have made a whole $1.
Yeah.
Back in the 1900s.
He said literally like back then those girls were making like $4 or $5 grand like in one night.
No way.
Yeah, at like a normal club. And I'm like, that's insane. I've never made that much money before dancing.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't have my phone, but I want to Google it now and see when was the first strip club ever invented. You know what I mean?
The first strip club ever opened.
Yes. And like, because one thing in all these movies like that are portrayed in the old times, like they don't really do strip clubs, it's all brothels, you know?
Yes, that's true.
So like, I guess if maybe the strip club like changed the way it was, because of all the regulations and stuff. So I'm wondering when they switched from brothels to
It
strip
says
clubs.
early 20th century.
Oh,
Winter Palace in New York City in 1910s to 1920s.
damn.
Yeah.
The
and-
very first one.
Yeah. It said new shows existed in London around the 1930s. So, oh wow, damn. It says late 1800s venues like Nashville's Climax Saloon.
Really?
Yeah, interesting.
Holy shit.
Wow, that's crazy.
You know what? That's a new segment. Historical stripper facts with Salem. Just blew my mind. 1900s. Damn.
Yeah,
some
that's
horny
crazy.
motherfuckers back in the
I know.
1900s.
It's crazy. I remember listening to one episode and because I know I just said I've never made $4,000 or $5,000. Cyrus was saying at Bucks, and this is honestly one reason that I wanted to go to Bucks is because I know they do the glass room.
Oh yeah.
And she said she got tipped like $5,000 and she made like $10,000 that night or something. And I'm like, that is fucking insane money.
Yeah.
And I'm also just like not the greatest at this job sometimes, so I've never like made that much money. I mean, I did dance in Miami. I danced at Scarlett's in Miami.
Oh really?
Yeah, I
Okay.
hated it. It was
Really?
yeah, it was fully nude, and I kept getting in trouble because I wasn't fully nude.
Yeah.
And they literally told me that they like only hired me because they needed more white girls, and I was like one of the only white girls. There was like fucking 60 to 70 dancers. But one night I made like almost $3,000. But
Damn.
yeah, but they charged you so much for tip out that I think I only went home with like 2,100.
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So the more money you made there, the more they were charging.
Well, yeah, and because like the rooms, they're not taking the money from you like right when you go back to do the dances, like how they do here, or like at the clubs in Detroit.
Yeah.
Like they would literally take it at the end of the night, which
because they
sucks.
want to see how much you made.
Yeah, which sucked because
Yeah.
it was like, oh shit, like I thought I made all this money, and it was
Greedy,
fine,
greedy,
though.
greedy.
Yeah, I mean, I danced in Hawaii too, actually. And
Really?
yeah, I did. I went there for a vacation, and I was like, I literally went there for like a week and ended up staying for like almost a month.
Damn.
And yeah, when I went down there, I was like, shit, like I'm gonna move here. I literally almost moved there and
Yeah.
got my dance card. And it was weird there. You had to have an individual dance card for each club that you were dancing at. And the club that I danced at was actually called Hot Ash, which I fucking loved. I thought
That's
name,
pretty dope.
Yeah, I thought that
Yeah.
name was really cool. But it was like the worst fucking club I've ever been to.
Really?
Yeah, it was so run down. The pole like didn't
Damn.
even spin. Like they had a little like jukebox on the wall, and you like had to like pick your own songs. I was like, what is this like rundown? It was like
Damn.
one chair that you're like doing a dance on in like the quote unquote back room. It was
Really?
like really ghetto. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it
They
was
were like,
bad.
we're just going to do what we can.
Oh my god, I made like no fucking money. So
Really?
yeah, it was
Poor Hot Ash.
yeah.
Hey, she got burnt up.
I
You know, pun
like the
intended.
name,
I
though.
tried. Yeah.
like the name though.
It's kind of a cool name.
Yeah, I know. It's especially for Hawaii. Like,
Yeah. Hot Ash.
Mm-hmm.
Ass. Hot ass.
Yeah.
They're like, you get it? The customers are like, no, we don't like it.
Yeah, so I've danced at a lot of places. I've danced at a lot of clubs in Detroit, a few on the outskirts of Detroit city limits. I've
Yeah.
danced in Flint. I've danced in Miami, Hawaii, and then now Toledo. So
What kind of music do they play in a Hawaiian strip club? Is it kind of like generally the same sexy type shit?
you could pick like your own songs. So it was really like what I wanted to listen to, but you literally
Okay.
had to like pay to play music. It was super fucking weird.
No DJ at all?
No, it was just like a little
Even at night shift?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very weird.
That's very shitty.
Yeah, it was very different.
God, that's sad, man.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of sad about that too. I'm noticing like day shifts, they just run whatever, you know, like even
yeah,
those have
just
changed.
like a little playlist. Yeah.
Just shit's so different now, you know.
Mhm.
Part of the, I blame the economy, but yeah.
Yeah, isn't there like an AI like DJ or some shit?
Yes,
that
it's
they...
the biggest joke in the world.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm not gonna call out clubs, but there's a certain club here locally that uses a day shift AI DJ, and every time I've been in there, I'm just like, oh my god.
What?
But I can't hate either because I was a day shift DJ there, and it
Mhm.
sucked. You know, it was just even when it was busy, it was like you didn't do too well. I had
Yeah.
days where I did make money. That was probably the only thing that sucked about the death of day shifting for DJs.
hmm
Because, like, dude, when I first started doing day shift DJs, like day shifting, you know, DJing day shifts, it was like I used to make good money because like day shifts were generally
good
busy.
money?
Yeah, like not it was enough for me to be happy.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And then because at the time you would get a shift pay too from the club, it was like their way of paying you for doing your job.
That's
you know?
kind of nice. I feel like everyone. I mean, it sucks that I do have to drive so far to get here because I can't really like show love to a lot of the workers the way that like I would like to, because I literally have to keep like
True.
every penny that I make. And like
True.
like tonight I made like okay money, but I did the math after like what I'm gonna have to pay for tip out and then what I have to pay for like gas, and it's like I really can't afford to be like giving every person $20 unless I'm
True.
making like a few thousand, which does not happen. So, but
Yeah,
I do feel like a lot of people don't tip the DJ, and
Oh yeah, I will say I'm not trying to talk too much shit, to
Talk
be respectful, but since I have been back, it is embarrassing some of these girls, like in just the quality of strippers in the clubs lately.
For sure, dude. And they just sit on their phones and like.
That's why I like Hippo. I think Hippo does a very good job of not having those kinds of girls, And if you want my honest opinion, Hippo can't control what a girl's going to tip you. You know what I mean? They can encourage you, like, hey, show some love. You made money, but it's ultimately up to the girl. And that's one of the things that I hate about being a DJ, was it makes you feel like your value, your worth is based on what the dancer wants to tip you. And that's not true at all. It's almost like how a dancer feels when a guy's, when they're like, you're not my type. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
It's kind of that salty thing that you have to get over. But I will say, girls, step your game up. I'm working my ass off.
Yeah.
Not really, but I don't have an ass. But I'm doing my thing. You know the energy I bring. You know my game. I gas you the fuck up. I just show me a little love. There's some things that I noticed that have died from the culture, I guess. Like the girls don't really communicate with the DJ like they used to anymore. And it's like, and even some of these older girls, that were around back when I was DJing, who knows the rules, and they don't really necessarily follow them either, because all these younger girls don't do it.
Yeah.
So they've, instead of leading by example, they have assimilated themselves into the girls who are ignorant and don't have stripper etiquette and stuff like that.
Oh my God, stripper etiquette is. It needs to literally be taught in like every club.
Yeah.
Like I've caught myself a few times, like maybe being like, oh shit, maybe a dancer thinks I'm not following it, and I try to like over explain, because I'm like, don't you even fucking worry, I've been doing this for 5 years. I know it's annoying when girls don't follow it, but there are a lot of girls that just don't give a shit, and I do have to say it was like that in Miami a lot.
Yeah.
Like
there's probably so many girls
Detroit
there too.
Yeah.
The more girls there, it kind of becomes like I don't really have a choice but to not give a shit.
Yeah.
Because there's too many to give a shit about. So I can see how that would be a thing. We doing a mint break? So
cough drop.
Oh, cough drop? Okay.
Yeah.
I got a mint. I'm doing a mint. But yeah, let's see here. What else can we talk about? We're getting there. Holy shit!
Wow.
That's not bad.
What the hell?
Pretty impressed. Not bad. We were looking at the time.
It's been going good. I was so fucking nervous at first too. I was like, I'm gonna make myself sound so fucking stupid, but I knew I'd have a lot to say. So
I was counting on it, because also I guess I'll make it known, I don't officially have a co-host anymore. That's the official announcement. I didn't announce it on the last one. So this mint is giant. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I have my cough drop in, so sorry to the listeners for that too.
They like it.
Shit, I'll be your co-host. The fuck?
Well, I don't know. I'm like looking around. I had a couple people mention it, and
maybe it'd just be better to like do it by yourself.
Well, I think I'm for the most part gonna do it by myself.
Yeah.
But I also like the idea of having like a guest on top of a guest co-host. That might be doing too much. Not really sure. But right now, until I get more like equipment and stuff for my studio that I'm currently building, which is going to take a while, but I only have 2 microphones, so I figured just one person at a time it'll work.
Yeah.
In the meantime, so that's pretty much where we're at with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have a co-host anymore, guys, so she has personal reasons to step away, and I respect those, and that's just kind of what happened. Life happens. She wasn't the first one, and she probably won't be the last. It's just kind of how it goes, But the show will go on, because the show must go on. So you mentioned that you were different from the other girls in terms of the life doesn't consume you. So you said you had different like dreams and goals. Do you want to share some of those? Like, what are your goals in life? Where do you see yourself in like 5 to 10 years?
For a while, I did not know. And I really struggled with that, like mentally, just not knowing what the fuck I was going to do with my life. And honestly, I really want to own my own pole dancing studio one day.
Yeah.
I love teaching people, and I feel like I'm a fast learner. And so I feel like if I took all the right steps to do it, I feel like I could do it. From where I live, there's like one pole dancing studio, and I like it. I've been there a few times, just
Yeah.
like open gym. But I really think that I could do that, and I think that I can make it a really cute studio. But I mean, it would be a while before I'd be able to do that. I still have a lot that I need to learn and like get comfortable with, and like
Yeah.
make time for it and stuff, and get like the certifications. And
Oh yeah.
you know, I've actually maybe been thinking about going back to school and seeing what type of like degree I could get that could
That'd be
like
cool.
benefit me in having my own studio one day. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm writing a book right now. I actually have been trying not to tell people that though, because I feel like if you like tell people your plans, then like
Yeah.
people are gonna shit on them. But I mean,
Sorry you leaked that on this.
yeah.
A lot of people are going to hear that.
Yeah, that's okay. It's
Okay.
fine. I mean, I've been telling people a little bit here and there because I've been trying to like prioritize that.
And the book is going to be about dancing, your experience as a dancer?
No, just an autobiography. Like
about your whole life?
Yeah, just about my whole fucking life. I got
Okay.
a lot that I can write about. I feel like I've lived. I mean, shit. Every therapist I've had has always told me that I have lived a lot of life for my age, and
Really?
and that I've gone through a lot for how old.
And you tell me you're a boring person when I ask you about your life.
Because I've been through so fucking much. But
Okay.
I mean, I also just struggle a lot mentally, and so that's kind of, especially now that I'm 25, like, you know, frontal lobe developing. So it's like I can feel that shit, and I really am in like a new era of, okay, I need to stay stable and I need to be stable, and I need to, you know, I quit smoking weed. I don't really drink that much anymore, so I quit vaping like a year ago. So
good for you.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm definitely a completely different person, and I think that's starting to benefit me a lot. And I think that, you know, I'm the only one that can do something about the way that I feel, and I need to try every single thing to make myself the healthiest version that I can. And
you're 100% correct.
Yeah, so I feel like that's kind of just where I'm at right now. I mean, even if my book like doesn't make me money one day, I think that it's going to be like very healing, and it already has been for like writing it. It's been very healing to like think about everything and remember everything and kind of put everything down on paper. And I mean, everyone that I have told so far, like especially my family, because I have talked about it with my family for a few years now, but I never set the time aside to start writing it. And all my family was like, oh my God, that's going to be such a good book. Like, I would love to read that. And so the people I have told have been like, you're going to, like, you have lived a very interesting life. I think that it will be a very good book. So it's like right now I want to write my book, and I want to hopefully eventually have my own pole dancing studio one day.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, Salem.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Do you mind if I ask what the title of your book's going to be called?
It's probably going to be called My Life's a Movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Because I eventually think it'd be cool to have a movie about it, so.
You were just getting ready for
I'm
when
just
Netflix
like,
wants the rights.
I'm just
I
going
got you.
straight to the movie. Like,
Yeah. Who's going to be you in the movie?
Oh, dude, I want to play in it.
Oh, damn. Okay.
You
want to direct it? She's like, I wrote the book. I might as well direct the movie and star in it.
I want to play myself, and I want to like be a producer on it. So,
yeah. You see yourself as an actress? You think you're a good actress?
Hell fucking no, dude. But if I was playing myself, I wouldn't really be acting.
That's true.
You know, like fucking Eminem and 8 Mile. Like,
that's very true.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What's the movie going to be called? The same thing as the book?
Yeah, probably. I mean, maybe I'll have like a different. No, I don't know. I like landed on that one day, and I was like, I kind of like that. And then I kind of like did some research, and there's really not too many movies or books that are titled that. And like, I think that's something I've always said, even though it's like really fucking corny. Is I've been like, holy shit, my life's a movie. Yeah. And so I was like, damn, that'd be a good book title one day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you.
So I guess the book never really comes out till like what? Till you reach a certain point in your life, and then you're like, this is good. This is a good point to drop it, or like, is it gonna be
Yeah.
something you drop at? I don't know. When you hit like, I don't know. What's a good age?
So I'm glad you said that because I've actually, since I've been writing, I've been like, holy shit, like, I'm gonna have to pick a stopping point or else I'm just gonna be writing this book fucking forever.
Yeah.
But I've actually been thinking that, especially since I plan on stopping dancing when I'm 30, I think that would be a good age. I mean, I hope that it doesn't take me 5 years to like write the book and get it published and get it out there. But if it does, then I think 5 years is a good time to like make sure the project is exactly what I want it to be and that I'm satisfied with it.
Yeah.
And I do think that in 5 years, I'm going to learn so much more and probably have so much more to write about that I do think that it'd be like maybe a good stopping point. But I mean, honestly, like,
you could always do like multiple books. I mean,
yeah, true. Yeah,
life's a movie too.
Maybe even up to where I'm just like at right now in my life since I'm in like a completely different era. So
that's true. It's kind of like a whole chapter or book necessarily closed on that one.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. That's pretty cool.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Man, let's see. You've been in the dancer game for a while. What is a bit of advice that you could give like a younger dancer? Any bit.
Get out. Don't do it.
Get out.
Quit.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. I mean, I tell everyone that I have a few people at my work right now that have been like, Salem. Well, they don't call me Salem. They call me by my real name. But they're like, Salem, like, when are you going to teach me something? Like, I need to make a bag. And I'm like, no. Like, I will never let anyone I know join dancing unless they literally sit down with me. You don't want to
feel responsible for their corruption?
Yeah, and just, like, the shit I've gone through, and I just don't think a lot of people understand what you're getting yourself into because I know I sure as shit didn't know what I was getting myself into. So if anyone did want to do it, I would want them to like sit down with me and literally hear every story and every experience I've ever had and then have them make their decision.
Yeah.
Or I would want them to come with me and I'd be like, listen, this is what you need to do and what you don't need to do. Because the girl that got me into dancing did a terrible fucking job of explaining what the industry was like or what it was going to be like, that I think that
your stripper mom failed you.
Yeah, I think I went down kind of the path that I did because I wasn't as educated as I probably should have been when I started dancing. So.
You relied on people that let you down. That happens,
But my other piece of advice would be to understand that you are not going to be everyone's type. That I think a lot of people think that it's not a hustle and that it's super easy to just go on stage and make money or talk to these guys and make money, and that is not what happens and what it's about. Like, you have to go about it the right way.
Yeah, you got to definitely know what you're doing for sure. How do you target a customer? Like, what do you look for when you're like, okay, maybe, or are you just like you never know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take type shit? Okay.
That part. The guy I just made money off of,
I
was like, oh my God, he's barely looking at me. He's not talking to anyone. He looks like he just wants to drink. I will talk to every single person, especially when I'm here in Toledo. The last night that, the first night that we got to work together.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, you saw me. We didn't even get to record our episode because I was talking to every single person in this bitch.
That's
and I did a dance with almost every single fucking person because I don't know whether I was their type or not. Like, the fact that, like, I'm super easy to talk to and I'm not like a shark. Like, I'm not, if you don't want to spend money, if you want to just get one dance, if you just want to buy me a drink, it's okay. So, I mean, I think that a lot of people think that maybe there's like a theory behind it or maybe things that you should look out for. And there are, and I'm sure you can like benefit from all that and make more money doing that. But I genuinely think that you never fucking know. I've had like the brokest mofos spend decent amount of money before, and it's like or people that no one were talking to, and I go up to them and they spend money on me. And so I think that I've learned to just shoot my shot. And honestly, this is another piece of advice, is the worst they can say is fucking no. And if they do, guess what? Just go talk to someone else. And so that's like, I just don't give two flying fucks when it comes to men anymore. Like, I just really don't. So,
there you go. Okay. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
She's dangerous out here, guys. She's doing her thing. Where are we at right now? Damn,
I feel
pretty
like
much made it an hour.
I know. I was like, I feel like that fucking flew by.
It has. I'm having a great time.
So much fun.
So let's do this then. What is your typical lap dance? How do you do it? What do you go about? Like, because I know some girls are like, look at my ass, and some girls are like, you like my titties. You know what I'm saying? What is your thing? Do you just kind of like
I'm glad you
look in
asked.
my
I'm
eyes?
glad. No, fuck that. I'm glad that you asked me this. Actually, I can yap. I'm a yapper. I can
Okay.
talk about fucking anything.
Yeah.
And so I actually have learned that it is better if you talk to them, even if they don't want to fucking talk, because I can get anyone to talk.
Yeah.
I've never actually had a guy tell me that they didn't want to talk while I was giving them a dance. So I try to talk as much as I can because one, it makes it go by faster, and
True.
two, it helps them not get super into the dance to where they're going to get super touchy or super feely,
Yeah.
or they're going to try to control the dance. I think it's a really important that you're giving the dance and they're not giving the dance and they're
Yeah.
not controlling it. So if there is a guy that isn't super talkative and I'm like, okay, fuck, like he doesn't want to talk, I look at the fucking ceiling.
Yeah.
And I do have to like kind of redirect people and be like, listen, like, don't touch me. I don't even really like being touched.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't.
You
and
are
so,
like
yeah.
one of the many girls who are dancers who are like, I don't like being touched. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh, this
I really
is,
do. I mean, sometimes it's fine, and like sometimes I really don't mind. Like
yeah.
with here, it's kind of nice. They pay you before the dance, so it's
Well,
like
that's nice, yeah.
I literally can like shit. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really give like super intense dances, and I'm
Yeah.
usually, and I know that's probably another strategy you probably should have is like, we'll make the dance good so they want another one. But most of the time, I'm like, it's fine. I made my money from you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna talk to you so that way
There
this
you
goes
go.
by faster. And
Yeah. You do like a slow kind of dance, or do you just like sit next to him and talk?
No, I always like if it's like a VIP, then like I can get away with not dancing on them, I will.
Yeah.
But I usually like will do one facing you, and I kind of like just straddle you, and
Yeah.
I just kind of move my hips, and some girls get really into it. Or
For
then
sure.
I'll turn around and like I kind of try to do half and half actually. So like earlier I did a half an hour VIP, and for the first 15 minutes I was just talking to him and facing him. And then I kind of turned around and did the other 15 minutes the other way. And sometimes I'll ask them like, hey, are you more a tit guy or an ass guy?
Yeah.
And like you kind of you wanted them to enjoy it.
Yeah,
I don't want to
true.
feel like I'm like scamming everyone, but like
Right.
it also helps them not get too into the dance or to not do something that you're not okay with if
True.
you're like controlling it.
It's like what you said, yeah, controlling.
Yeah.
I won't lie. When I get dances, I just let the girls, if they ask me, I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever you feel you're best
And that's
at.
my favorite type of customer.
Like I want you to, I want to see what you got.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you what I got or what
Yeah.
I want. I want to see what you have to offer.
But
shit.
when I have some drinks in me, I'd be giving a little bit of a better dance.
Oh, you get a little freaky?
Yeah. No,
You're like, okay.
not freaky. It's just
It's not like X-rated
I'll,
freaky,
I'll twerk a little bit. I'll shake my ass a little bit.
Okay.
I'll do some tricks. I mean, I'm pretty athletic, so I can do some fun shit. But I just usually don't unless I feel like they were worth it or I feel like they're gonna spend more money. So
yeah.
I just try to like pick my
How
battles.
do you gauge that during the dance? You're like, okay, this he's definitely gonna want more, so let me give him a little.
So it's hard to gauge it because I actually have had some people where they tell me they're going to get more dances and then they don't, and they tell me they're going to, so I give them a really good dance and then they don't, and I'm like, dude, fuck this, you're wasting my time, you're wasting my energy. But if someone is being like, oh, like I told you I was going to make your night tonight, or my pockets aren't empty yet, or I always tell every single customer that my goal is $1,000.
Okay.
And a lot of people will tell me like, okay, well, I haven't spent that yet, and like they kind of like leave it open-ended. And so if they are saying that type of stuff, or if I can tell like they are enjoying their time with me, it's like, okay, yeah, I can probably get them to like spend some more money. Or if I'm about to go on stage after I dance, I know that they're probably going to tip me on stage because I just gave them a pretty good dance. So yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Okay. You kind of like opened up a little bit into the, because I mean, I'm sure other girls on the show have talked about it, but they don't really talk too much into depth on how they do the dances and how they gauge it. You know what I mean? Like, how am I going to get as much as I can out of this guy, other than just a classic VIP, which that's also a good strategy. Like, you get a VIP, you're obviously going to make more money than just
for sure
2 or 3 dances or whatever.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, it's kind of nice that you really can just get every single person to get one dance with you, and you'll still make pretty decent money.
True.
The last time I was here, it was actually a first in a lifetime ever in my entire career that this happened. I had 2 girls and 3 guys, and 2 of them were a couple. One of the guys was by themselves. I gave every single combo that you could give a dance. 2 girls, the 2 guys. 2, like, I've never given 2 straight guys a dance together before.
That's
and
weird.
I literally gave them the chance. I was like, are you guys sure? Like, you guys don't want to go back separate? And they're like, nah, fuck it. Like, and I could tell they were like a little bit nervous, but it was so, we were just laughing the whole time because I was like, this has never happened to me before. I'm like, and I was
My
giving
brain's
him the
just
dance.
like, gay.
Yeah, and he was like, but he was like, should we hold hands? Like, he just kept looking at him like, should we hold hands? Like, they were fucking around.
Yeah.
But he was like, yeah, no, she literally tried to like give us the opportunity to go by ourselves. Like, why did we not just go by ourselves? But it was really fucking, I made fucking like $300 off of them because I gave the 2 girls a dance, I gave the 2 guys a dance, I gave the 1 guy a dance, and then I gave both couples a dance too. So it was like, yeah, I made really good money off
You're
of
ringing
them.
it in off that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's all it takes, for
that
sure.
was a first in a lifetime though, and it was like, shit, that was your first time in your career. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think I've ever given 2 straight guys a dance before ever. Like
that's different. I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen that before.
I know.
I've never heard of that before.
I know. That's why it was fucking hilarious.
Well, you were a first of many things on this show, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
It was a good time.
I'm so glad that we
a little over
we
an
finally got to do this. And
me too. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm planning on bringing you around a lot more.
Hell
You know, we'll definitely link up and catch up with you, see how Salem's been.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll probably even have you, guest co-host one of these episodes one day.
Yeah, I would love that.
I think so.
I'm glad it worked out though, and it's been like so chill here tonight that we were able to do it, because that was kind of the whole reason I came to Toledo, and then I got to make some money while at it. So
true.
Yeah.
Shout out Purnell as well. He's pretty fair. He's a good manager. He said. I asked him. He's like, yeah, if it gets busy, I used to DJ too. So
yeah,
like,
he's cool. This is my first time working with him.
Yeah.
So
again, man, we're gonna see what we can do. Shout out John. Shout out Purnell. Shout out all.
Yeah,
shout out Hippo Nation.
John was cool too.
Oh yeah,
he's funny. John. He's like, I've been telling Sean that he needs to get you in here. He's like, I found you on Instagram and you're so beautiful. Like, I kept telling Sean, can we get her in? We need to get her in. And I'm like, shit, don't be hyping me up like that.
Dude, I mean, he's not lying. You are beautiful.
Thank you.
We're glad to have you. Yeah, no problem,
you.
Man. You got anything big coming up lately? You got any announcements you want to make? Anything?
Hell no.
No? You know when's the next time you're going to be up here?
Honestly, probably another month.
Another month? Okay.
Yeah, probably like beginning, middle of February, I'm thinking. The last time I was here was like beginning of December. So I've been really trying to like
right around income tax.
Huh?
Right around income tax time.
Yeah, I've just been that's a good point. Yeah. But I've just been trying to keep it to like once a month because I do work all the time, and I don't want to get wrapped back up into it because it does make it this job makes it very hard to go to my normal job. I think about it every day. I'm like, this is terrible. What I make in a 2-week paycheck at my normal job, I can make in not even 5 hours here.
Yes.
And I'm not even being dramatic.
Literally.
And that's not even that much money. Like, it's just like, it's decent. So to compare it, I go to work every day and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? But
on a Saturday night, I make half my weekly paycheck at my regular job.
But I'm on the right path. So, and I'm proud of myself. I've been at my job for like 2 years now, and that's very rare for me.
So at the dispensary, are you bud tender? Are you?
No, so I'm actually an inventory specialist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I started off as a part-time receptionist, and then just because I was going through some shit mentally when I first started there, and then I needed to make more money, and so I worked my way up to doing inventory, and now I work inventory full-time. I actually bud tended. I've bud tended before at other dispensaries, but at my job now, it was so fucking busy. I was like, that's how you know it's fucking bad, when they have the inventory person bud tending. But I did a great job. I actually had one customer tell my manager that I did a really good job and that I gave him some good recommendations, and I was like, damn, like I should do this, like I'll make more money. But I like what I do. I really like inventory, and I really like my job. And
you're good with numbers and stuff. So just maybe this is what I'm kind of picking up from what I'm
What?
learning about you. You like the control of things. You like
Oh,
being in
very-
control.
yes,
it makes
very
sense
much
too because you're an inventory specialist.
Yes,
you're in
very
control
much
of
so.
numbers. I love
Yeah.
that. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Salem.
Yeah.
Can I ask which dispensary you work at? Can you shout it out or no?
I probably shouldn't.
Okay, that's
Just-
fair. I figured
I'll tell
out
you.
that.
I'll tell you. Just
Oh, for
not
sure.
just not on here.
Okay, and I won't go blasting.
Yeah.
I promise.
Because I know a lot of people talk about King of Buds, and we actually have one in Roseville, over kind of by where I stay. But my mom literally told me, she's like, you better not tell people where you work.
Sure,
and
they
I'm
might
like,
show
that's
up.
a really good
Heard
point.
you on the podcast. I love you. You know, you're like, oh shit.
Literally.
That might happen. I mean,
My worst fear is someone coming into my dispensary and being like, Salem. And I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta run away. Like,
Yeah.
no, oh my god,
that's
that's
when
my
you sound like, oh, he probably ran into my twin.
yeah.
You know, it's probably my twin. Yeah,
That's funny.
she's a black sheep of the family. You know, and you're just like,
I have so many tattoos though, I can't do that.
that's true. Damn. Yeah.
Like, I got some pretty distinctive tattoos. So
Yeah. Damn. Well. Yeah. Hopefully that never happens.
Yeah, I
'Cause
know.
There's wood behind you can knock on for good luck. There you go.
yeah,
All right. Well, thank you for coming on again.
thanks
Thank
for
you
having
so much
me.
for your patience.
Of course.
Fuck.
Yeah,
It
it
feels
worked
good.
out the way it did. So it's fine.
It feels good. It finally worked out.
Yeah.
I'm relieved. I'm happy. I
I'm
hope
glad
you're
to be.
happy.
I'm glad to be like your first episode back too.
You are. You're
Yeah.
the first one of the new year.
Yeah, hell
Ding,
yeah.
ding, 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 ding. You know,
Yeah.
you were supposed to be the last one of the year, but man, fuck 2025. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Fuck that entire year. And I'm an Ohio State Buckeye fan.
Go Lions.
You know, fuck them too. No, I'm joking. But man, I needed the Buckeyes to win, and they lost, and that was the New Year's. Like that brought in the new. I was like, fuck this. I'm going home. Like, fuck. I got a lot of shit going on in my life, and the Buckeyes lost.
Yeah.
I'm just fuck this year. So far though, 2026 has not been terrible.
Yeah,
Starting off good.
we're only 4 days in. So
I'm still
I mean,
optimistic.
You know
somewhat.
that like Friends episode where he's like, "It's only the third day of the year," and he
Mhm.
gets stuck in those pants. That's all I've been thinking about.
You
lately.
really?
Yeah.
I do love Friends, though. I'm not gonna lie. It was a good show. It was a good show.
Oh my
you know?
God, one of my
Chandler
favorites.
Bing.
One of
I'm
my
not gonna lie.
favorites. I love that show.
Joey was a legend. I loved him and Chandler's broship was dope. You know,
Mhm.
it's always good to have
R.I.P.
friends like
Chandler.
that. Yeah, R.I.P. That shit is so sad. That's a whole other
Yeah, no. Yeah, we're gonna be
It's a
here
whole other
forever.
We are. but
Because I
yeah,
feel like we could talk forever.
we definitely could. I think so. I like this.
Yeah,
I like
I
that
know.
you're so talkative. You're great because I can just sit there and listen.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons why I enjoyed my previous co-host because she was good at carrying the conversation too.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes I'll just get high and I'm just like,
Yeah.
you know, just listening, like, oh, I'm supposed to be
yeah.
leading this conversation. Shit, you know. So it's great to have you. I like your boots, by the way.
Thank you. I just got them. I'm trying to get
Really?
my money's worth.
Damn. Is there a certain reason why you wanted them all the way up?
Yeah, because they are good grip. And I
Oh,
like to.
okay.
I hurt my knees a lot when I don't have knee-high boots on.
Okay.
And these have like little built-in like knee pads and like the
Okay.
tongue. So I just also really wanted boots that covered my knees because a lot of my tricks when I dance at home, I don't wear them. So I've been getting a lot better with like not using these as a safety net.
Yeah.
But they very much are my safety net when I'm at the club. Like it makes it
Okay.
a lot easier to like do tricks and like feel more comfortable that I'm not gonna fall on my face.
Yeah.
So,
Damn. Okay. Hell yeah. They're nice. They
Thank
look
you.
nice. You guys, if you were here, I'm sure you'd like them.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know when I'm going to have another episode again. I was going we were doing weekly for a while there, but right now it's kind of just give and take. So, guys, we appreciate all your patience as well, waiting for a new episode. I know I had some people reaching out. I hope you enjoy this episode, and, you know, I'll be in touch with you guys, and hopefully we'll drop another one as soon as possible. Please don't give up on us. Don't give up on the show. Once again, shout out Peppermint. Hippo, shout out Hippo Nation. Thank you for hosting this episode tonight, and shout out to Salem. Come
Hell
see her
yeah.
when she shows up next month.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
Give me a month.
Yeah, she'll be here. She said in February, so be ready for that, guys. She'll be here. Do you want to shout out anybody? I know you said you had a whole bunch of people that were listening. Do you want to shout out Mom? Anybody?
Yeah, shout out my mom.
Shout out
my
Ma.
sister. I don't
Okay.
know if she'll listen to this, but she
Huh.
probably will.
Oh, that's all right.
Shout
It's a
out
good
everyone
listen.
at my work that said they've been waiting for this episode. I know
Yeah.
they're all going to tune in.
Thank you
so-
for your guys' patience too. You know. All right. Well, thank you again, and you guys have a great night, and we'll be in touch.
Bye.